Trying to get some scouting information off. Could probably pick off a queen or two. That would be a good idea. Nope, just going to pick off drones. So very nice job here by Naniwa. No other action going on the map right now except for this. This is kind of like the first amount of aggression, but there are Hydras out. The range upgrade, I believe, is done, and wow, 2 upgrades, 2-0. About to be 2-1. Obviously, he can't go to 3-0 because there is no Hive. Oh, wait, no, Hive is done. Wow. Because I didn't see a Greater Spire and I didn't see an Ultralisk Cavern, I just assumed there was no Hive. But Roach is pushing out here. A couple Hydras in the mix as well. Obviously, though, Hydras are so slow off creep, you don't really want to take them off, or they can get in a bad position and really get behind. The Roaches get in front. The Colossi start just slaughtering them. I would like to see some Immortals out, though. He's only got a few Colossi, just 3 at the moment, and producing his 4th one. But some Immortals would be very handy against all these Roaches. It's good to have a good mix of those units, especially when the opponent is going for Corruptors. If you see that he has like 5, 6, 7, 8 Corruptors, don't feel wrong about switching from Corruptors to Immortals, because it just makes his Corruptors absolutely useless. I mean, they can use their abilities still, but even then, it's not that great. Meanwhile, your Phoenix can still be useful because you can still pick up Roaches, pick up Hydras, pick up whatever you want, except for Ultralisks, of course. Ultralisk Cavern is not on the way, but the Greater Spire is, so we may see some Broodlords. I haven't seen a good Broodlord game in a long time. Ret is pop-capped right now at 200-200. Naniwa is only at about 172, so he's a little bit behind. But he can't find a good place to start attacking. He doesn't have the, Naniwa doesn't have the gold expansion, so he really can't get in there. And the front is walled off, and if he tries to push in here, the Colossi can get to the high ground. Big engagement coming in. The Stalkers do not have Blink. They are stuck there, and the Colossi are dealing a bunch of damage. Force field separating the Hydras and a few of the Roaches, but the Colossi are just getting hammered on by these Corruptors. The Corruptors are barely even targeting the Phoenix right now. They are just focus firing those Colossi because he knows that is the money. And if he can get rid of all of those Colossi, he'll be in a good position. Of course, Phoenix only do bonus damage to Light as well, so they are not doing their bonus damage to the Corruptors. The Corruptors finally go down. The Phoenix are still alive. I believe he only killed like 1 of those Phoenix. But important to note that Ret is now back up to 150 army, whereas Nani's now down to 110. So he was saving up some larvae, and his income was so much higher because he's got 5 base right now compared to 3 base. Naniwa's don't even think he's fully saturated over here. Yeah, actually he is. Doesn't quite look like it. He could use a few more probes. But anyways, Ret's going to go in. He reproduced those Corruptors, and Naniwa's probably thinking, why is he producing all these Corruptors still? But he doesn't know the Greater Spire is there, so Broodlords should be on the way. I don't think he has any in production right now. No, he doesn't. There are Void Rays on the way, though, and Void Ray, the attack level 1 upgrade is already done, and he's getting the Flux Veins. So once these units get killed off, I think Ret may be in for a surprise here. He's got the 2 Stargates here and 2 more producing Void Rays. He's going to have a lot of these Void Rays. Where are they? No, just 2 in production. No, oh, that's the first 2. Okay. So he did get his first level attack upgrade for the Phoenix, and of course it does transition well into Carriers or Void Rays. I would have went Carriers because I love Carriers. Ever since Fun Day Monday with Day 9, Carriers rock. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. And yeah, Nani has a ton of resources right now, lots of minerals, lots of gas right now. And I forgot to turn my phone off, but I will do that now. Vibrate. So more Colossi in production, finally getting Storm and the Kaidaran Amulet. But I would like to see some Templar out. Templar do so much damage against Hydras. Not too much damage against Roaches, but it still softens them up for your units, especially for the Colossi. And really, really unimpressed by Nani's play here. So much Chrono Boost. Needs to use those. He's got so many minerals. There's no reason that you should be not pop-capped and have Chrono Boost, or not be fully upgraded and have Chrono Boost. But yes, he is Chrono Boosting his Templar Archives now. Once that Kaidaran Amulet is ready, he will be able to get some Templar out. Void Rays are here, taking easy care of these Corruptors. just mowing through them. And of course, there's not too many Hydras, only 7 left here. And there's quite a few Void Rays, just 2 now, but he's got more in production. No, he doesn't have. Oh, they just finished. Okay, I was like, I just swear I saw those Void Rays in production. I thought maybe I'm getting sick and I'm getting I'm hallucinating things. But anyways, that is something we don't have out on the field yet, is hallucination. The upgrade is not done. I do really like hallucination. Makes sentries even more valuable. And Void Rays are charging up to kill these rocks. That'll go down fairly quick, but they have to come and re-engage. Storms going down all over the Corruptors and the Roaches and the Hydras. Wow, that's obliterated the units. And still not utilizing his Greater Spire, getting some Broodlords out. I really don't like that. He's got a lot of Corruptors, get some Broodlords out. But I guess if Naniwa is going to be focusing hard on Void Rays, he doesn't want to go towards too many Broodlords because they'll just get swept up by the Void Rays. But Void Rays with 2 attack upgrades are just mowing through this expansion here. 1 Spore Crawler goes down, the Queen goes down. Once they get fully charged, they'll be really troublesome. Hydra's coming up to try to prevent them, but the Void Rays probably just want to run away. They are not very good against that many Hydras on creep, so get them away, out. Too bad they didn't have shield batteries again in StarCraft 2. That was such a cool building in StarCraft 1. Nani has absolutely nothing in production right now. He's got 4 Void Rays just started, but on the other hand, Ret's got 2 more hatcheries here on the left-hand side, taking more bases. Queens, flyer armor level 1, pathogen glands, Zerg armor level 3. Wow, just everything. But it looks like there's going to be another engagement. Storms are probably going to hit as soon as these enemies get in range. Storms go down. Does have a few Immortals out in the field to take care of the Roaches that are left. Still quite a few Roaches and quite a few Hydras, but Storms everywhere along with these Colossi and the Void Rays is just too much for this army. Zerg needs something else to combat this. But he's just producing 15 more Roaches and 5 more Hydras. I really think he needs to switch up now. He's got a ton of gas. He needs to utilize that. He's still pop capped though. Looks like he killed off a Roach just to get something. But wow, nice feedback on that Infestor. So quick. Those Infestors barely got into range, and those were feedback like ASAP. Awesome micro by Nani. Just shutting those Infestors down. Not allowing them to get any neural parasites off or any fungal growth. Does he have neural parasite upgraded? No, he doesn't. So it is just fungal growth or infested Terrans, a few Hydras and Roaches walking to their death. And it looks like Nani's going to take these Void Rays back up to this expansion, but he doesn't know that the Hydras are there. Quickly retreats as soon as he sees those. Doesn't want to engage in that position, that's for sure. But now that the Hydras are retreating, he probably could, but he needs to take out a couple more of these hatcheries. Ret's production capability right now is just phenomenal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hatches right now. That's fantastic. Obviously you don't need an extra hatch in the base when you have 7 hatcheries. But he does have an Ultralisk Cavern up. He's producing 5 Spore Crawlers here at his expansion just to make sure that he doesn't get harassed by those Void Rays. Meanwhile, Ret's trying to get a good Concave on Nani here, but Concave did not work out for him as the Storms caused him to push back. And once you pull your units back, they just want to lump into this ball, which of course is just a Storm's dream. And Storms are going down, lots of energy being used, but lots of Roaches getting just slaughtered. So many weak units here, and this Protoss ball is just cleaning up the units. I'm curious how many kills. 16 kills this one Colossi has. Templars probably have not many because they're just weakening the Roaches and allowing the Stalkers and Colossi to mop up after. But yeah, someone's calling for Archons. That would be a great idea once the Templar are out of energy. But when you have this many Templar, it's really tough to run out of energy. Just because they gain energy so fast, like 24, 25, 24, like it's just, they go up so fast that when you have this many, you really can't run into Storms because Ret, or the Zerg player, just cannot produce fast enough. But another engagement here by Ret coming in and more Storms coming down. Needs to produce some Ultralisks, but he does not have the minerals for it. He's got so much gas. Right now he could probably afford just to pull off all of his workers off gas and get them on minerals somewhere. He did lose the 1 hatchery here, and it looks like Nani wants to take it. He's got the gold. He's got that mining very efficiently. It just started about a few minutes ago, but he's got actually oversaturation here, but it doesn't matter. He just wants to get as many minerals as he can. Zealots here coming to interrupt the mining capability of Ret. That is going to be doing he's going to be doing a very good job with that. Excuse me. Ultras are in production. Finally, they do have the chitinous plating on the way, but it's so far away from being done. I don't think there's really anything that Ret can do. But this is just a high-action game one right now. Lots of back and forth. Ret just throwing units away. Wow, Zealots without charge this late in the game are just useless. Get them away. They're pretty much just cannon fodder to this amount of roaches. But these Colossi with the 9 range are just mopping everything up. They have 3 attack upgrades. The Void Raids are 2, not quite 3. But Ultras are on the way out. They take so long to produce. They're just about there. And Ret does GG. So Naniwa takes game 1. And wow, really high action. And I gotta stop the recording.